Hi, welcome to Vino Videos. In today's session, we are going to discuss how to import dataset into our notebook. So first, we must know what is meant by a dataset. Here, the dataset is nothing but it is a collection of data or collection of values that is related to particular subject. There are various formats of datasets are available. So it is in the form of a CSV, so that is a comma separated file, a JSON file, and Excel file, etc. The dataset can be stored in different places in our computer. So we are in position to import that dataset into our Colab file. So in order to do that, first we need to import some basic libraries. So that is pandas and numpy. So we will discuss briefly about the basic libraries which we are going to utilize for this importing the dataset. This is the dataset we are going to use for the importing in our Colab. Okay, so this dataset is nothing but it is a Titanic survival dataset. So this contains the information about the passengers. The first one is P class. P class is nothing but the class of the passenger traveled, first class, second class, and third class. They mentioned again the sex of the passenger, whether the passenger is a male or female, and third one is the age of the passenger. So if you keenly watch this, this age of the passenger contains some empty values, right? So this empty values is nothing but it is called as a NaN values. NaN is nothing but not a number values. We will briefly discuss what it is later. The next one is fare of the passenger. Again, the last is survival of the passenger. So 0 represents not survival. Again, 1 represents the survival of the passenger. Okay, so we are going to import this dataset into our Colab. First, I assigned the name for this project. So just I give Titanic. Okay, Titanic that IPYNB. So as we already discussed that in the previous video, IPYNB is nothing but interactive Python notebook. Okay, so first I need to import the library, right? So I need to import the library. So first importing. So importing libraries, just I give the title and I need to give the code. So the code is import. So pandas is nothing but it is a library which is used to get the data from the machine. So next we are going to use is numpy. Numpy is nothing but numerical. It is going to deal with the numerical part. So again I run this or give shift enter. So it takes some time. Again the next we are going to do is load the dataset. We are going to load the dataset. Okay, for that I need to give the command from google.colab import files. Again okay, again I need to run this. If it shows any error, we need to correct that. So this is the code which is used to uh, upload the file. So it has the option, right? Choose file and cancel upload. So just click choose file and I need to okay, sorry, I need to browse the file. Okay, Titanic survival CSV file. CSV file is nothing but a comma separated file. So I just load that. So it shows 0% done. Again it takes some time due to your internet connectivity. It will be fast or slow, it depends upon your network connectivity. Okay, so 100% it is done. So we successfully saved or loaded our dataset into our project. So next we need to read the dataset. So for that, so you need to give the command as data set. So I give the name as data set. You can give or the name whatever it may be. That's your wish. So PD represents the pandas. PD dot read underscore CSV, again open bracket, and you can give the file name which we used for the CSV file. So again we need to run. So successfully the data set, the name of the data set is loaded into this file. Okay, so next we need to summarize the data set. What are the things that is contained in that particular data set? Okay, we need to summarize the data set. For that, so I give the comment as print, I give a data set dot shape. So print data set dot shape is nothing but it gives the data set values, how many rows and how many columns. So just we run this, we can able to get that the data set contain how many rows and how many columns. So it suggests that it contains 891 rows and 5 columns. Let me check in our data set. So the column is 1 2 3 4 5. Again the rows is, it contains so 800, I mean at last we check it, it is 800 and something. Okay, 892. So 92 in the sense the one is a heading part. Okay, next I am going to show the top 5 content in that particular data set. So for that they give the code as print, again data set dot head. So if you need top 5 set means you have to give 5, or if you need top 7 or top 10, whatever it may be, just you need to give the number here, whatever the data you need. So for that it shows the P class, that is a passenger class, again the sex of the passenger, age, fare and surveyed. So whatever the information contained in that particular data set, again it directly shows here. Again if you need to show the last 5 data means, again the same process, just copy this. So instead of head, have to use tail. Okay, just again I run this. It shows that last 5 data in that particular data set. Okay, so next I'm going to show the data types. What are the data types which are all present in that particular data set? For that data set, in the sense whether it contains integer or float or object, whatever it may be, just we are going to check what are the data sets that are all present in that particular data set. What are all the data types present in the data set? For that you need to give the command as print, again data set dot d types. So d types is nothing but, so it is a data types. So if we run this, it will shows what are the data types that are all present in that data set. So data types, that is P class represents the integer, so 3 2 1 all represents the integer. Again the 6 represents male and female, right? So male and female, so it is in a string format, so it represents object. Again age represents in float, again age represents the, okay just a second, so age represents the float because there is some NaN value present here, and fare also represents float. Okay, fare also represents floats, and survey weight represents zeros and ones, so that is a integer. So this is the data type present in that particular data set. And next part we are going to discuss about information about that particular data set. Let me check that data set dot info. Okay, info is nothing but information. So let me check what are the information it is going to project now. Okay, fine. So if you see this keenly, so PC class contain 891 non-null values. So non-null values in the sense there is no empty spaces in this passenger class. So all the datas are filled. There is no empty values. So it shows that 291 because totally there are 291 rows. In each and every row there is no null values, so that represents 891 non-null values. Again the 6 represents also same, there is no non-null values in 6 also. And at last in age there is only 714 null values. So because if you see this, there is a lot of empty spaces, right? So these are all considered as a null value. So totally there are only 714 null values are there, remaining all are null values. Again in fair, so all are occupied. Again in surveyed, again all are occupied, that is all spaces are occupied. So by using this we can able to process for the further part. Okay, so up to this you get in somewhat a clear idea about how to import libraries and how to import or how to load the data set. Again how to read the data set. Again the summarize the data set. It contains the shape, how many rows and columns. Again the data of the head of the data, the top 5 datas in the data set. Again tail and data types of each and every part in the data set. And at last we discuss about the information about the data set, whether how many null values present in that particular data set. Okay, so I hope you get a small idea about how to import all those things. This will be useful for you. Thank you so much for your patient listening. Thank you guys.